Hey, I got a question for you. Have you ever thought that life wasn't fair? Like things happen and it's not going your way and the deck is stacked against you. Like the whole deck is stacked against you. Well, that's what we're going to be talking about in this video. So do me a favor, my friend. Check it out. Hey, and welcome to Keith's Motivational Minute, where I myself, Keith Collins, get to hang out with you, the guy that's on the other side of this video. And today's topic is this: it ain't fair. Like seriously, when you think about it, it ain't fair. Like life in general, it is not fair. Like you have people who are rich, you have people who are poor. You have people with hair, and you have people with no hair. And when you think about life, it really is crazy how there's not I guess you would say, an equalness to everything. Like some people are raised where they have both parents. You have some people who are raised where they only have one parent. And you have some people who are raised with no parents at all. So all of these things are influences in our lives that causes us to look at life from a different perspective, to look at life and say that life isn't fair and that the deck is stacked against us. When you think about people with decks stacked against us, I think about people who are born without both limbs. I think of people who are born with diseases or have hurts in their lives. And I think that it is not fair. Now, both you and I can agree that it is not fair. And because it's not fair, makes us wonder or question, about this God in heaven or God in general who loves us. Now, you hear that and you're like, wait a minute, how can he love us and if everything is not fair? Like, if he loves us, everything would be fair. And I find that interesting, and I think about that, and I've thought about it. And it is right. You are right. I am right. That is not fair. And we do have a God that loves us, but I believe it is not fair in this sense. In John 16:33, it says this: I have told you these things because in this life you will have trouble. But it says, take heart, for I have overcome the world. And the understanding of that verse is that, hey, I've told you these things. I told you what is going to happen. I told that you will have trouble. I told you will have trials. I told you life would be unfair. But I told you to believe in me. I told you these things so that in me you will find peace. I told you these things because I want you to take heart, because I've overcome the world. That means that I have conquered, you have overcome. And because you know me, because you have a relationship with me, you will overcome. So when you think about life, you're right, it's not fair. Because both you and I know God. We know Christ. And it is our mission to let other people know about Christ. Because when you know Christ, life really becomes unfair. Because you have someone that's on your team, that's in your corner, that is fighting for you, that is helping you to understand. And although your situation might be difficult, although your situation might be ideal, but you have someone who loves you that is in your corner. When I say someone, I don't mean a physical person, or you could have a physical person, but you have God's Spirit that's living inside of you, that's living and dwelling among you, that allows you to win. Now you might say to yourself, Keith, yeah, man, yeah, I might win or whatever, but that does not change the fact that I was hurt as a child. That does not change the fact that my marriage is not where I want it to be. That does not change the fact that my parents are on my back. You're absolutely right, but it does give us a new perspective. It gives us a perspective to know that we still will overcome. Our dream is, what our destiny is, we still have peace within a loving God who loves both you and I. My friend, I want you to take hold of this. Life is not fair. And it is not fair because things are happening to you. It's not fair because you have someone that's on your team.